Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. I'm Kevin, this is Jillian, and right here is Goose, a German short-haired pointer. He's about 8 months old. We just left the Venetian Cove Marina on Lake Harris in Leesburg, Florida. And we're on the Harris chain of lakes today. So we're gonna do some exploring. We're gonna start with a couple islands. Right here behind us is Monkey Island. We're actually gonna check this out on the way back into the marina later this evening. But we're gonna go across, we're gonna check out Horseshoe Island, Long Island, and I don't know about you, but I'm starving, so we're gonna go to the Hidden Cove and get some food. Yes. Because it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I have not eaten yet. So we're gonna go get some food and then we're gonna check out some little islands, let Goose do some exploring. It only took a few minutes to get across the lake. It was really smooth. And right here's the Hideaway. It's a restaurant we're gonna go to today. And since the bumpers are already on the right side of the boat, pretty much the whole dock on both sides is free. So we're gonna have a dock on the right side. And we're gonna get his little life jacket and everything on Goose. And we're gonna dock and get some lunch. There are some clouds, if you notice in the background, off in the distance. They're kind of like a little front. I don't know if it's gonna come this way or not, but hopefully we still have time to do some exploring without getting torrential downpoured on. But luckily the wind is almost non-existent today. Makes it really easy for docking, filming, and just enjoying the afternoon. It's so tempting for him to just jump. So lunch was good, and Dave gave Goose a frisbee. It was brand new about 2 minutes ago and he's already started to destroy it, but looks like the clouds are going to hold off for a little bit longer, so we're going to explore some islands. The clouds are more inland over there, but still no wind, so it's going to be a good day. Our first stop is going to be Long Island. So the restaurant is right there, the Hideaway. The north end of Long Island is right here, so we're going to go check out over there. Someone said in the last video that there's a little spot cleared out where you can beach the boat, so we're gonna go over there and let Goose run around, get rid of some energy. We're now coming up on the first spot on the north end of Long Island. We might not stay at this one. It's not really sandy and probably good for just playing in the water, but there is a spot right here where it's sandy and you can beach your boat and get out and stretch your legs, set up some chairs, enjoy the hot summer day. So just remember, when you come up to these little spots, always tilt your engine up so the prop isn't so far into the water, because there's always usually some kind of hidden obstacle, whether it's a tree that had fallen in, some branches, some old logs, or whatnot. So you always want to watch out for your lower end of the boat. I don't know the exact temperature of the water, but it does feel really amazing right now. Water is about as clear as you're gonna get in the Harris Chain of Lakes. But when we stepped onto the little island, can you guys guess what kind of eggs these were? I'm gonna guess soft shell turtle eggs. but I really don't know. So this spot does have a couple rope swings. There's some rope hanging down. Just be careful when you come in that some of the branches are low if you have a bimini top on the boat. So that was the north end of Long Island. We're gonna go to the west end, and I believe there are 2 spots that we can beach the boat over there. This is the only one I believe that actually has like rope swings and stuff where you can play, but there's not that much shoreline where you can actually enjoy the water. But look how calm the water is. This is beautiful out here today. There were a lot thicker clouds earlier, so I think they're kind of just, they must be going towards the east. A couple hundred yards from the last spot we were at is the next spot right here. Noticeably, there's a huge cypress tree right there on the shoreline, kind of get your attention. But right there is just the north tip. That's the last place we were at. So this is like the northwest end of Long Island, which goes all the way down there. So we'll beach at this one for a second. This is probably one of the better spots for like wading or playing in the water. There's a little bit more shoreline, a little sandier, so you can kind of see the bottom. So you got the big cypress tree right here. You have a huge oak tree. It's kind of like the tree from The Lion King, the tree of life, I guess. And then the locals, I guess, whoever comes out here, they like to pull up the grass, which makes it really nice and sandy, so it's a really good place. Relatively safe from alligators because you can see the bottom and see your surroundings. And as you come in, don't forget to tilt the engine up. Get that prop out of the sand. There's the boat, and here's a pretty nice place to camp. Unfortunately, we don't have any trash bags, and it seems like everyone likes to leave their trash here. But there's the tree of life right there. Little fire pit. You got some trails that go off to other parts of the little island, and some more trash, unfortunately, over here. But other than that, it'd be a pretty good place to camp. Come out here with a couple skiffs, and bring a couple bags of firewood, some hammocks. Other than that, it's a beautiful day. I just can't get over. It was supposed to rain. So the boat is a Hurricane 192. I'm not sure of the year. It's probably like a 2019, maybe 2020. But I love these Hurricane Deck boats. Any model I've never had a bad experience with, and they last forever. Some of the other ones have over 1,000 hours or a couple thousand hours. And one of my good friends, Will, actually has a 2006. And they've literally done nothing to that boat as far as just oil changes and everything. And just can't say enough about how much I like the Hurricane Deck boats. I'm waiting for a seaplane to land over here. Saw a couple earlier flying around, but nothing's landed over by us yet. This right here has to be one of the best places on Lake Harris or one of the lakes in the chain to go swimming. Before we leave, Goose found a snake, and if you guys can tell us what kind of snake this is. Try to get it in the light so you can see the pattern. But yeah, we saw turtles on the other end of the island. This side, we got some snakes. But we're gonna venture around, see if we can find another spot like this on the other end of the island. And then after that, we're gonna go to Horseshoe Island, see if there's anywhere to beach the boat over there. We're leaving this spot while the weather is still pretty nice. And we're gonna go further down to the southern end of Long Island. I don't think, off the top of my head, I don't think there's anywhere else to really swim or beach the boat, but we're gonna go around and see if we can find somewhere. And then just south of that is Horseshoe Island. So we're gonna go to Horseshoe Island, and someone said on the back side there should be a good spot to beach the boat over there. So we're gonna get out of this grass. Remember to tilt the engine down. And then make our way along the coast over here. See if we can find any more spots. And there's barely even a ripple in the water over here. And Goose is chasing dragonflies. His favorite pastime. We went all the way down the southern tip of the island, didn't see anything, and now we're on the east side. And these two posts right here caught my eye. So either a long time ago there was a dock here and maybe a little hunting camp or a fish camp, or somebody put two poles right here as a marker for a little hangout spot. We're not gonna get off here, I was just checking it out. It's just kind of random that would be two posts right here. See if we can see like an old dock or something. I don't really see anything other than just a sandy spot to just beach the boat, but it's kind of weird. Could have been something back there a long time ago. So that wraps it up for Long Island. Right over here is Horseshoe Island, so we're gonna go check out Horseshoe Island. So on the last island there was a feather, and I stuck it up here, and I don't know how he can smell it. I know he's a bird dog, but he will not leave this thing alone. See, that's what you're trained to do, or bred to do, I guess. I don't know how you smelled that thing so far away. You gonna point to it? This right here, in all of its glory, not Goose, the island behind them is Horseshoe Island. And someone said on the back side, there should be a spot to beach the boat. So to me, backside would be the east side. So it's gonna be that side over there, we're on the north end right now. So we're gonna go all the way around the southern point of it and then come up between these two pieces of land right here. So I'm gonna scope it out, see if we can find somewhere to beach the boat. You can't really tell, but there's 4 posts right there, kind of like the same posts we saw on the last spot on Long Island. So either Jillian said there's probably some kind of nest or something there, or it's just an old post from an old dock from probably the 60s, 70s, or 80s. I didn't quite realize it, but you can actually use those as a landmark, because right here is a spot where people beach their boats. Doesn't look like a good swimming spot because it's not that sandy and clear water. But we're gonna go up here. Looks like there's some rope swings. Might be some boards nailed to a tree to jump out of the tree. This is the west side of Horseshoe Island, or the back side, as some people might refer to it. Oh, look at that bird. See the bird? Is a hawk? Something dead?
No.
Oh. Oh. So if you wanted to camp or hang out up here, there's not much of a bank. It's pretty sloped. You got room for probably 3 boats right there. Some trees for jumping out of. But I thought this was really cool. Look at the holes in this tree. There's just 3. And there's some boards right up there to climb and jump out of the tree. But I thought that was kind of cool. So either a long time ago, someone just cut holes in there, or it's just 3 perfectly natural sized holes. Thought that was kind of odd. We're now leaving the spot on the west side of Horseshoe Island. Gonna avoid this grass over here. And we're gonna go towards the southern end of it, do a little lap around it, see if there's any more spots. I kind of doubt it. But then again, I've never been over here before, so. Thanks to you guys in the comment section, you kind of gave me some hints on places to go in Lake Harris. Here's the back side of the island, and just like its name, Horseshoe Island, it's shaped like a horseshoe. So you kind of have this little cove over here, and if you were going to stay on your boat all night, sleep over, this would be a good place to moor. You're probably protected by all the wind. But that's going to wrap up Horseshoe Island. There's not really much to it, just that one spot to beach the boat. Now we're anchored out almost in the middle, away from any alligators, so I'm gonna jump in, swim for a minute, cool off. We do hear thunder in the distance, way over there. That's towards Tavares. And then, let's see, the Venetian Marina. Hi, Goose. The Venetian Cove Marina that we left from is on the other side of Goose, that direction. So hopefully that storm kind of stays that way. The clouds aren't that dark and they're not really that big, but we do hear thunder off in the distance. So we had a few mile boat ride across the lake. Goose even took a little nap on the boat. And we are back at the Venetian Cove Marina, which is right over there. But first, like I said in the beginning, we're gonna come back and check out Monkey Island. This is not the same Monkey Island that you see in Homosassa that actually has monkeys on it. This is just a little picnic island that, for some reason, I'm sure there's some kind of history behind it, but it is called Monkey Island. So we're gonna go to the other side. There's a little spot where you can beach the boat, and we're gonna get off and let Goose play and check it out. You can see the rain clouds in the distance over in Tavares towards Mount Dora. Looks like there's a flagpole in the middle, so I don't know if this is some kind of old historic marker or what. Maybe there's a plaque up here we can read. Instead of a flag on the flagpole, there is a whole lot of, was that Mike's Hard Lemonade? Or Twisted Tea? So if you want to come for a picnic, got a little pavilion to get out of the rain, little grill, lots of benches to watch the sunset, and I guess we might as well just go ahead and climb up this. Yep, this is Twisted Tree Island now. It's about as big as it is right there, all the way around. There's also a fire pit right there, if you want to come out here and have a fire. I imagine you could probably hammock camp out here and nobody would really care a bit. A lot of trees for hammocks right through here. Perfect distance away. And just in the background over there is Leesburg. We're back at the marina, and I really like that boat. That'd be perfect for cruising the St. Johns River in. One in the back. All right.
How was it?
It was a beautiful day today. There was thunder way over like near Tavares, but other than that,
right on. That's good. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
Yeah. At the Venetian Cove location, there's pontoon boats. We're probably gonna take the Sea Fox out next time. Looks like a really nice boat. Probably just like the Pathfinder at the Freedom Boat Club, but they got some bass boats. And outside of that, it's just a really nice location. Goose is over here in the shade waiting on me. So thanks for following along. Give the video a thumbs up. And if you guys are familiar with the Harris Chain of Lakes, this is only probably my second or third time on it now. And if you guys got any tips or places to check out, I think the next video we're gonna go to Haynes Creek, which will ultimately lead us to the Ocklawaha River. So we're gonna do that soon. And then we're gonna go down to the Apopka Canal, which is actually really long, and it goes into Lake Apopka. So those are gonna be some of the videos coming up. But let's see, today's Tuesday, so this coming weekend scallop season starts in Homosassa. So we're going scalloping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then probably almost every other weekend for a couple months, just to get a bunch of scallops and just have a lot of fun out in Homosassa. So again, everybody, thanks for following along, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and give this video a share.